Hi, and welcome to the Social Commuter Podcast, your one-stop shop for all the latest marketing trends, platform updates, and creators we're loving.
We have some super exciting updates this week and a lot of AI-focused bits. So how about you start the commute this week?
So, on our commute this week, TikTok have released TikTok Trends Digest.
Love it.
So they're basically doing what we're doing.
Yeah, they're stealing
in
our
the
job,
trends
which is
bit.
great.
Yeah. And they're telling everyone all the latest trends of the week.
Yes.
So this is great, actually. I love this.
I think it's helpful, and I mean, they are totally stealing our job, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever. But we'll be excited to see what happens with that.
I will be, yeah, and see how actually useful it is, because obviously there's lots
Yeah.
of trends, and TikTok is global, so there'll be different trends in different countries.
That's so true. I didn't even think of that.
So I don't think they can really record all the trends.
I don't know.
surely.
Someone's going to have a really hard job.
Yeah.
And it involves a lot of TikTok scrolling, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
But I love that. So we'll have to see what's starting with that. And then I have seen that you can now schedule content on Threads. Now there's a lot of with it. So it's only available to selected partners. So it depends what sort of scheduling tool you use. However, it is said that you can schedule through the app, which is exciting. And it's basically to try and get more people on Threads. Because at the minute, a lot of my clients, I use Later, which is a scheduling platform. Easy, schedule it and it's done. It's sort of out of the way. But with Threads, you can't. It's not even an option yet. So I'm glad they've added a bit of scheduling, but I also don't know. It's to try and get more businesses on Threads, basically. Will they, will they not?
I know, it makes
see.
it easier for consistent posting, doesn't it? But yeah, I know what you mean.
Saves a job for us social media managers, but will we use Threads? That's the big question.
That is the big question.
So we'll have to see.
Yes, and speaking of Threads, so we said a couple episodes ago that they're testing a feature. Well, they've now rolled this out to everyone, so this is saving posts.
Yes.
So a bit like TikTok, Instagram, you can now save posts on Threads as well.
I'm glad. I mean, they need to stay with it, If we're saving posts and everything else, don't be the odd one out, just sort of stick to the pattern.
Exactly. It kind of brings a bit of worth for the time that you spent scrolling on it if you can save ideas that you liked and stuff.
No, I agree. So I'm glad they're adding that. And then I have seen that Google and Meta are basically clamping down on AI. Like I mentioned at the start, a lot of AI bits this week. So because of some inaccurate and slightly controversial bits that have come out on Google's AI, they had to clamp down on it. So we're going to be seeing a lot of AI restrictions over the next couple of weeks, I believe. So keep an eye out because they need to do something because there's been a lot of statements made by the AI that's probably not too good for Google's image.
Oh dear.
So we'll have to see if that's something that all the other social media platforms keep up with, and if people are now I think they're getting a bit more worried about AI coming out and stuff, and the fear's going in, the hype's gone, and now people are a bit about it. But then actually contradicting that, LinkedIn are now using AI in their recruiter platform. Ooh. So now you may be getting a bit more AI to help you try and get a job, which is a bit weird.
That is weird. I don't know how that could help.
So they're going to prompt with project building and improve the recruitment project tracking. Recruitment project. I mean, you could call it one of those. And then it's also going to help with your skills. Basically, AI is going to be sort of looking for you to fit in for a job, which is a bit cool. So keep an eye out on your LinkedIn for, I guess, AI getting you some jobs now.
Yeah,
it's a bit funny.
Wow.
But, yeah.
And then speaking of AI, I'm assuming this is run by AI.
Yeah.
So TikTok are bringing out a new feature where it identifies products in your TikToks.
Love it.
So it does it for TikTok Shop right now, where you can tag the product, but it will identify it.
Fancy.
So, yeah, and I think this will include clothes that you're wearing.
Yeah.
So this is gonna basically make TikTok these sellers
It's cool.
platform.
Yeah, it is good. But
they're going to make a lot of money here with
100%.
commission. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens with that. I'm quite intrigued on how they do it. I'm going to have to do it.
I know, see how accurate
research.
it is as well, because to be honest, a lot of things look quite similar. Earrings and stuff, you can find 50 of the same.
How do you know it's fake? How do you know it's real?
Exactly.
We'll have to have a little nosy on what TikTok's going to do with that. And then I've also seen Instagram have tested a new live stream gaming option, which is really cool, to be honest. So it's only available for a select amount of people right now. I'm assuming they're more celeb-wise. And basically, when you live stream, you can now basically play games with the people watching, which is really cool. So there's two games. So there's a trivia and then a this or that option. So I'm excited. I would love to have a live stream where I can play games with people. Yeah. I'd have a great time. Yeah. So it's basically to have more engagement with IG live streams. Because to be honest, I get a bit bored watching a live stream when there's no topic and they're just sort of in front of the camera and you right?
Yeah, I know.
How's your day? Hi to everybody. That's a bit boring.
No,
so I do think TikTok might jump on the bandwagon with this, and we could see more games on TikTok live streams, because
that's ahead of Instagram,
it's cool.
isn't it? That?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll have to have a nosy what they're up to, which is fun. So yeah, have you had any more? Or we're updates out for the week, which is good, because normally we have a lot, but it's a big AI focus this week.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
In both ways, negative and positive.
So, I don't know, I feel like people are starting to realise the negatives to it now.
Yes.
Instead of just jumping on the bandwagon and being like, AI this, AI that.
Yeah,
so.
and what you said about them basically pulling back the AI on some platforms is very interesting.
I know. I'm going to see if the rest of them do that now. I feel like every week we're going to get the new AI gossip, which is great. And then trends-wise. I have loved the little trend of the little hamster with the sad violin. I tried to explain this to Eloise before. And it's basically all about girlhood, which is something that I feel like we talked about this year as well as last year a lot. You know, it's a big topic, you know, especially from the start of 2024, you know, from the end of 2023. People love girlhood. You know, the bows, we had the bows,
yes.
We had the I'm Just a Girl, you know, everything like that, Galentine's. Girlhood's ruling. So it's basically a little hamster cutout, and I think they do it on CapCut. And it will say something, and it'll be like, I'm just a girl, as in like, you like the little sad hamster. I've seen loads with driving, because I'm not the best driver in the world. I mean, I can't deny it. And I saw this little one, it was like, when the guy behind me thinks I'm a weirdo for revving it, but I'm just too scared to stall the car. And I was like, that's me, because I rev my car way too much, because I'm genuinely scared of stalling it. And then it like swipes this little hamster, and it's with its little car, and the hamster cries sometimes. You might think I sound crazy for my description. You need to go search it.
It is a very cute trend.
I showed it you before, and you're like, it's adorable.
Yeah.
So we love it. And then what have you had a nosy on?
So, well, you told me about this originally, and so I had a look at it, but you're going to have to help me with the word here.
Well, I feel like they sing it. It's like, ta-da.
There we go.
I think it's great.
No, it's very cool actually, and I think especially I'm a musician, so with headphones on, that would sound really cool. But I mean, a lot of the time it's somebody putting their younger self, and then
you know, the new sort of glow.
Sing it.
Ta-da!
And then their older self.
The played up version. I love that.
Yeah. But that could so be used for businesses.
100%. I think businesses like Duolingo, I feel like they're going to get on it so soon. I could so see someone like that. So if you have sort of like a figure, or you could do your business glow up.
Yes,
like
or like a before and after.
Love it. So keep an eye on the ta-da trend.
Yes.
Like it's ta-da. And then Carnival, which is Kanye West's, I think the song's called Carnival. It's like the beginning of it. And it's like a hypey, drummy start of a song, basically, is my description. And it's meant to be like a new thirst trappy sound, which is my way of describing it. I haven't seen any that bad TikToks with it. I just think it's people mouthing over to the songs, and the song's great, and it's a bit of a remix of it. It's a tune. I love it. But I think it's definitely a trending sound, so keep an eye on that sound. And you could easily mouth over that if it's your business. You could take the mick out with it a little bit, because you're obviously not trying to thirst trap yourself on the internet, but you could so have fun with it. So have a little nosy at those trends, because they are a weird collection from a hamster to a thirst trap. But I mean, I love it. It's great. And then my creator of this week, I'm so going to butcher the pronunciation. As always, I say that every week.
As always, yeah.
I feel so bad for people, but okay, Laura Kursev?
Yes.
That's how I'm going to guess it. So you might have noticed her. I got her initially from the Fry Up series. Incredible TikToker. She's like the most beautiful chef on earth. Her food is to die for. I've saved half the recipes. It's insane. But she'll have fry-ups, and then they were like fry-ups from different countries. So instead of, you know, the typical UK egg, sausage, bacon, you know, stuff, she'd do like Italian-inspired fry-up. And
I love that.
The spice, I would sit for hours and just watch it. And I mean, the way she can cook eggs in so many different ways, it is so impressive.
Wow.
But she started doing loads of different series and different meals from all around the world. And she's just a good one to have a little nosy on. And she's not actually got that many followers. But I expected her to have a couple million, and she's not. I think she's about 200,000, 100,000.
Okay.
But definitely have a watch out. If you want any meal inspiration, have a little nosy. So that is Laura.
I'm going to check her out. I love that. So my creator of the week, again, I will get this up. So Helen Moo.
Okay.
She's from Norway,
yeah.
And she makes TikTok stories and Instagram about her travels around Norway. So she's basically exploring her own, like her home nation.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous the way she's all planned it out, and videography is incredible, and it's just beautiful content. Like, you know, when you just come across an account,
you're
and
loving
it's like,
very videography content element. It's great.
When somebody makes quality content, you've got to call them out on it. It's
French kiss.
Beautiful. Because it's hard to make really good quality content.
It is.
And you'll know what I mean when you see her account. Like, it's incredible. But no, I highly recommend looking up Helen Moo.
As always, comment below your creators of the week.
Yes.
And I knew that was going to go off. I was watching it and I was like, I feel like we're going to have 2 backup tracks this week.
It's good timing.
It's great timing. Well, we're nearly at the end of the episode, so that is basically telling us to shut up.
Yeah.
It's like from the Brits last night when they start putting on the music to tell you to stop your speech.
Yeah.
But as always, comment below your creators of the week, because we do love having a little nose about what everyone's loving. And once again, all of our links to everything we talked about, because obviously we go through it quite quickly, so if you want some more information, especially with the AI related stuff, have a little read below.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.